hopefully...
You're fine.
If you... Hold on, I need to figure out what I'm going to say. What's going on, you guys? I just wanted to pop in your timeline today, tell you a little bit more about me, my journey. Hopefully some of you can relate to it. If not, maybe you know someone who can. So my name is Ashtyn Pharis. I'm the owner of Ashtyn Pharis Fitness. I started my business about 2.5 years ago, and I started it to transform and empower women to step into the highest version of themselves. Just a quick backstory. I played soccer for 16 years. I'd always been active and always competitive, and after playing soccer, I quickly found that college was not for me. I not only dropped out of college, but I failed out of my first semester of college and found myself back at home with mom and dad. I got a job at a tanning salon and worked there for about 2 years, became the biggest party girl you could ever imagine. I was the one that you called when you wanted to drink. Not only drink, but when you wanted to get hammered. I was the girl that you called. So after doing that for about 2 years, I decided that my life needed to make a change if I wanted to get anywhere. And so I found a job out in Kansas City, and I moved there with my boyfriend at the time. We lived out there for 4.5 years. This was, so I thought, my guy. This was going to be my forever. We had jobs out there, we had the house, we had the cars, we had everything that you could ever imagine, and from the outside looking in, you would think that we were happy and this was going to be it. And so I found myself working 70, 80 hours a week, drinking a bottle of wine every single night, ordering a large pizza and eating it to myself, and I found myself extremely uncomfortable. None of my clothes fit. I didn't want to be in any photos. I felt disgusting, and I couldn't even look at myself in the mirror. I couldn't even get out of the shower and simply look at myself naked. I had to immediately wrap a towel around myself, and I thought to myself, how did I let myself get here? Why am I here? At this age, there's got to be more to life. And so driving home from work one day, I didn't have like an aha moment. Some people have like the car accident that saved their life, or, you know, this big moment where they're like, you know, it's time to make a change. I didn't really have that aha moment, but I do remember driving home from work one day, and the thought came into my head that if this is where your life is in 10 years, will you be happy? And I could not stomach the thought that if I am on the same route home in 10 years, I will have not lived a life that I was meant to live. Instead of driving home that day, I drove to the gym and I got a gym membership, and I started to move my body, and I started to do what made me feel good, and I started to make sure that I put myself and how I felt first before my job and before my boyfriend and before anything else, because I found that if I wasn't filling myself up first, then I wouldn't be able to serve others to the best of my ability. So I learned about macronutrients. I started to work out consistently. I lost the weight, and I got pretty extreme with it. And there was a point in time where at my lowest I was at 107 pounds, and so I looked sick. And looking back at the time, I didn't think I was sick, but now, knowing what I know now, I know that that was not a healthy way to live. Doing an hour plus of cardio 7 days a week, not going over even 1 gram on my macros, packing food to eat while I'm at a restaurant because I don't know how to calculate the macros at the restaurant. And so over time, my boyfriend and I decided that it's time to move back to Columbus. That's where our friends are. And we moved back. And a month into moving back, things didn't work out. My relationship ended. I had quit my job because I had thought I was going to start this super successful online business, help women lose weight and feel good. And within a month's time span, I lost my relationship, I quit my job, and I found myself stuck in a lease, and I had 2 options: to move back home with mom and dad or try and make it work. And so that's exactly what I did. I went balls to the wall and I made it work. And if you're anything like me, motivated, driven person at all, then you know that rock bottom is not really a choice. It's not an option for you. And so I stepped out of my comfort zone and I hired a business coach, because I knew that if I wanted to make an impact and if I wanted to create a business that I woke up in the middle of the night thinking about that I needed help. And so she helped me start my business from the ground up. Without her, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. But I'm telling you all of this to tell you that 2.5 years later, I now own and operate this successful online health and fitness business. And if I can do it, you can too. And it doesn't have to be an online business. It can be anything that tugs or pulls at your heart constantly every single day. And I know sometimes it's very scary and it takes a lot of courage to step out what feels safe and step out of what feels comfortable. But once you do that, that is where you will find true inspiration, and that is where you will step into who you are meant to be. And we are all here for so much more than we're settling for. It takes a long journey and the path is not easy, and you don't wake up one day knowing exactly what you're meant to do, but it takes little steps and little things each and every day that you do, and you make the choice to show up every single day, no matter how tired you are, no matter who's pulling at your hair and telling you need to be here, you need to be there. You show up and you make the choice to show up for yourself. I say this to tell you that just because you might not be where you want to be right now, but that doesn't mean you're at the wrong spot in your journey. You are exactly where you need to be, and what you want is on the other side of fear. So whatever you are fearful of, whatever terrifies you, I urge you to run straight into that today and to go for it, because again, if I can do it, you can do it too. 2.5 years later, here I am, the founder of the Feel Good Naked Academy. I wake up every single day with a fire inside of me that is ready to change the world and change the lives of millions of women just like me and just like you. I hope you found this video valuable and helpful in any way. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment what you want to see next. That way I can make more videos of what you would like, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.